Hey, it's currently Saturday night, 7:42 p.m., June 7th. I always use my iPad to show the time, huh? No, anyways. So, today I kind of just wanted to explain, how I relax. Kind of just like what I do on my day, the day before I have a day off, if that makes sense. And yeah, so basically it's just a bunch of things I'm going to do to have fun. And I was holding it close, wasn't I? No, I'm just kidding. Anyways, so yeah, this is exciting, right? I vacuumed my floors, I showered, my hair is washed. Did the dishes. Laundry is in the washer. So I am not going to be up here for a second because a part of this extravaganza does require me to go to the kitchen. And no, it's not for food. But I think, the most important thing is always set the vibe. I'm obviously not going to be up here right now. But, damn. I'm going to light the candle so it'll smell good when I come up. And this one is so yummy. I got it from Walmart the other day. And yeah, Walmart candles are actually very underrated. My shaking, hello. And it won't light. They're very cheap. Low-key probably like a bunch of filler, but it smells really good and it works. And it blushing blossoms. So yeah, I've been on a little, what is this stuff called? Floral kick as of late. And yeah, I have more over there in that corner, but now it is time for round one. You'll get the meme in a second. The doggies are in fact active. The other one is over here. Just an introduction, this is Phoebe. They're both French bulldogs, but the other one was Archie, and he is a boy, and he is 5 years old, right? Yup. And then Phoebe is only 3.5. But they're very sweet, very chill. Her tongue. Yes! She's posing. Man. Okay. But the first step to having a really fun night by yourself is you always have to start off with a little beverage, you know? Now it can be anything, obviously. But usually I go for the alcoholic beverages. And so I started drinking Cosmos, and that was my first mixed drink. And then I moved on to Manhattans, and now I'll tell you in a second what I'm gonna make right now. But this is my little bar. Yes, that's a napkin, does not need to be there. This is the little bar. Yup, it's so fancy, so cute. So I have been looking for somewhere to put my damn phone for 10 minutes because I don't know where it's good positioning and where it won't look awkward. But I think I'm just gonna work on my knees and not in a, I'm just gonna shut the hell up. Anyway, so first things first, what I'm making to enjoy this day is a gin martini with a twist, which is yum, delicious, classy, amazing, and just good, you know? Okay. So usually I do have this very classy gin, Tanqueray. It's good. Yeah, no, it's good. It's good. So anyways, we'll start off first with the gin, right? And so proportions are very definitely personal preference. When I first started drinking them, I would do a little bit more of the gin than the other ingredient, which I'll show right now. But first, I use this. I have a jigger too, but sometimes I feel like it's just too hard to use that. So first start off with 4 ounces. Just kidding, there's only 3 in here. But it's okay because I have more. I just wanted to use this one. So I'm gonna make a very small martini first. The first one will be quite, yes, first one. Oh, okay, anyways. So that is 3 ounces of gin. So fine, right? Okay, and then you get orange bitters. this is what it looks like. Kind of just, I don't really know what it does. Just, you need it. And only 2 dashes, because if you do more than that, it will taste very overpowering. And I got some on my fucking hand and it smells so bad. And now, the second ingredient is dry vermouth, which is this. Right. It is honestly very hard to explain what it is. You just need it too. And you only do 1 ounce of that. Well, so usually I would do 4 ounces of gin and then 1 ounce of this dry vermouth. Don't have that much gin in here, so I still did 1 ounce. It's just gonna be a little bit less strong, and I feel like this is probably in the way. Okay. Next, you get a little handful of ice and then put it into the don't want to say shaker, but yeah, the shaker. And put that off to the side. And next is the most important part. You don't ever shake it because it just waters it down and does not taste the same as stirred. And this is my bar spoon. You can use a regular spoon, obviously, but it just makes it easier to get in between the ice. And don't worry, this stirring will get you somewhere. Okay, so putting this back right here. Now, give me a second. You need to prep the garnish before you take out your glass, because if you take out the glass before you prep it, it just like kind of gets a little warm, which you don't, and you may, I didn't even explain where the glass is. But anyways, so first cut the garnish. Usually I use a lemon. You can use olives, but I fucking hate olives so bad. They taste like fart and they smell like fart. But that is like a dirty martini where they use like the brine from the can, and I just don't enjoy that at all because I don't like olives. So that's why I use lemons. But anyways, I cut off that, and then you want to cut off like the little white stuff on the garnish so it's not overpowering. Right. It's kind of hard, but usually you get better the more you do it, for sure. It is definitely like a trial error thing. But I have gotten better. Okay, so cool, that is done. With the garnish, you do want to like cut, it'll make more sense in a second, but you want to cut it down the middle, like up, like not fully, but like leave a little slit. I'm gonna do it, but I need to put the phone down, obviously. Now you get the glass. It's probably in the fucking way. You get the glass from the freezer. Yes, you put the glass in the freezer before you make it to chill the glass so it's as cold as possible. You see how it's frozen. It's so yum. Okay. And now we get on to actually pouring the beverage out. So the lighting in here is actually horrible, and I just realized that. There are the dogs. But anyways, this is the shaker, and you strain out the drink from the ice into the cup. Preferably martini glass, obviously. You can use like a coupe glass or whatever. And then with, it's so ugly. Sorry, the garnish, right? Yum. And then go down the side, just so when you hold it, you get a little whiff of lemon. And so now the little slit, this is where it comes in handy. You put it on there. And now you got the freaking gin martini. This is her on all her glory. The best cocktail in my opinion. Holding her very like elegantly, you see. Anyways, okay, now it's time to actually taste it. I already know it's gonna be gas, but cheers. Gonna slow down. Martinis are meant to be sipped, not fucking chugged. Anyways, so that was the first order of business on this fun night. It is getting a little dark, so I'm gonna turn on my lamp. It's just gonna be a little warm toned. Yep. Anyways, so next I think I'm gonna put on one of my records, which is all right here. Hooray! But anyways, I already was listening to one earlier, but I'm just gonna play the other side and just kind of drink my drink and kind of sit here for a second and ponder with the candle on. And yeah, then from there, we'll see what's next. So now she's on. You can close her so the dust. That's how the song makes me feel. I just wanna 20 minutes sitting here pondering with my music and my martini. Drink one is definitely gone, as you can see. But next, I'm probably gonna go play my piano. And funny story, actually, I learned by myself, not to toot my own horn or anything, but yeah, thank you, YouTube. And it all started because I started listening to Fiona Apple, and she kind of I wouldn't say no, she inspired me. She definitely I don't know, I just thought her emotions and her piano playing, her music with the piano, because it's so heavily piano driven most of the time, I thought that it's extremely just emotional, her playing, and the fact that, I don't know, it's just chef's kiss. She made me want to play the piano, and I kind of started initially off on a keyboard, and I used to go to piano lessons when I was 10 or 11, but it never really clicked, and I started maybe about 3 years ago when I was just graduated high school. So I think when I was 18, 18, yeah, that summer, so exactly 3 years ago, yeah. And so it's just become one of my favorite pastimes. I don't know, but I'm gonna go put my martini glass in the freezer, so I can make another one after I'm done piano playing. Let's go. And also, another thing that definitely did influence my playing was I do like Taylor Swift, and she during the Eras tour, obviously, always did this thing I'm pretty sure y'all are semi-aware, where she would do a piano and a guitar song, just acoustic, and she would just sing over that. And I always thought that was it's just so beautiful. Specifically, the I Look in People's / Snow on the Beach mashup, so close to my heart. Anyways, so that kind of did influence my piano playing as well. And yeah, so I bought this big thing when I was, it's almost been a year, but this was the most grand purchase I ever made, and is so gorgeous, so worth it. I love piano, and I love that thing. Okay, so that was the piano. I kind of did suck, and I did try to play a few things, but the alcohol obviously is having semi of an effect. Me blaming that. No, I've also been very messy, playing. I'm not the most, perfect player. I played for 3 years, but it's just, I don't also play in front of people, so I don't have that, need to always be perfect. But there are more perfect things on my Instagram. if you want to ever see that. But now it is time for drink number 2. So I'm gonna set this up right here and kind of probably do like a little time lapse of me making my drink. I kind of want to watch music videos while I drink my drink. So I'm probably going to watch some on my TV. So, yeah. For a little time update, it is currently I want to say 8:20, 8:30. I don't know because there's no clock right here and I have my phone obviously recording. But I think the first video I do want to watch, because I saw a sound on TikTok earlier, is Lana Del Rey, National Anthem. She is one of the OGs. She definitely did shape a lot of my music taste. I do love her. I have grown out of her a little bit. But, like I said, that sound just, it made me want to rewatch the video. So that's what I'm going to do. So I did flop. It's currently 6:30 in the morning and I fell asleep at like 11. I don't know. The drinks did hit. And next thing I know, I'm awake and it's 3:30 in the morning and I just couldn't sleep. And now it's 6:30. I've been awake for 3 hours and I fell down like a rabbit hole on TikTok. No, I didn't just pick my nose, I was scratching it. Of like this old gel. Dippity doo. And it was so interesting. It was just really pretty hair. Anyways, I'm gonna go get coffee right now because hell yeah. So I got the bag and so I got 2. Oh, what was that? I got 2 because I had to buy one, get one. And so basically I got one with no ice so I could save it for later, you know. And yeah, it is just black cold brew, which is my favorite thing in the world. But yeah, I love black cold brew. So Dutch Bros is where it is at. It's just always very consistent, always tastes the same, and that is what I love. I know when I pay, I'm gonna get a good one. And yeah, I'm so excited now. I'm driving, obviously. I probably should not be driving and recording, but it's whatever. And it is so humid outside. It is disgusting. Like, I've been in my car for how long, and look, there's still fog on my fucking windshield. But yeah, I'm gonna go home now. I'm home now, so I'm probably gonna go inside and watch some Gilmore Girls, or yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do. And now I'm cold because my AC is on, not full blast, but it's on the lowest setting. See?